Hello everyone. This is going to be a video about how to get and set up Zotero. It will be the first in a video series that is going to go over all sorts of things you can do with a Zotero. I am not a Zotero expert, but I use it, and this might get you from not knowing how to use Zotero to knowing how to use it at least decently well. And also be sure to check the comments, because I'm sure people who are even better with it than me will be able to add in really useful information as we go along. So let's go ahead and start getting Zotero. So just go to Google or whatever you prefer, askjeeves.com. Just type in Zotero, it's zotero.org. Download it here. It's available for Mac, Windows, Linux, and apparently iOS. So you're going to download that here. And install it just as you normally would. If you have a Mac, I'm sorry, I have no idea how that works, but just download this file and install it. And then also, while you're in your web browser, go ahead and do Zotero connector as well. So I just type in Zotero connector and install. They have this for all the browsers, so I'm using Edge, even though I never use it because I didn't want a bunch of pop-ups and stuff from the browsers that I do use here while I'm recording this. But as you can see, they've got it for Edge, Safari, Firefox, Chrome, and I think there's even other ones as well. Nope, those are all of them. But so you want to install this as well. Now, we won't actually get to what the connector is for until a future video, but you will want to have that installed. So go ahead and do that now while you're at your browser and while Zotero itself is installing. Once Zotero is installed, you can just load it up with Zotero, and there it is. Now mine, of course, looks very set up, and we'll get to the point that, we'll explain all the tags and colors and things of that nature in the future videos. But this is what Zotero is going to look like, just as a general gist. We've got all of the various papers. I've got textbooks. I've got pathway diagrams, I've got PowerPoint presentations and stuff in here. So I'll talk about how to add all these different types of files, why you might want to add all these different types of files. I'll talk about my my organization techniques, though of course you should look for whatever's going to work out best for you in future videos. Also, while we're here, you'll notice that mine seems to be in dark mode. This dark mode is not normally built into Zotero. Maybe it will be in the future, but that is another thing, Edge. That is another thing that you can get on Zotero dark mode. I will put all of the links to any extensions or anything that I use into each comment into the comments below the YouTube video, but whenever I need to get to dark mode for Zotero, I always Google it, then I end up finding this thread, and then someone else, where is it, tends to link to this GitHub. You'd think I'd just bookmark the GitHub, but the GitHub will be what is in the link below. So what you want to do is you download the dark theme here, and you want to follow these instructions and make sure you follow them. If you think you know how to install things, you might find that there's some extra steps in here that are not typically in an install. So just read this README and install dark mode there if you prefer dark mode. Of course, if you don't like dark mode, then you don't have to, and you can just use it the way that it comes out of the box. So let's go ahead and move on to actually getting things added into Zotero.